Hello, fellow shades. We're your host, Shalloway, and kind of clever. We're here with adios, not do, as I for some reason thought
Adios,
it was.
amigo. I do. All right. But yeah,
Like the French way of saying
we
goodbye.
have this. I
Uh,
guess.
but anyway, let's just get into it.
All right. Let's just get into it.
Uh, wow, this is a
Mm.
high swing. Like I
So
have one of these, and that was with no
right. Like
build up. You just
you
go
were resting your legs.
whee.
You were resting your legs up there. So you didn't really. I don't think you really told me what is this game.
I didn't give any context because I don't know the context.
You don't know. We're at
I
the
can't do this
confession.
anymore.
What?
This.
I can't do
What,
this
warnings?
anymore, man.
No. All of this.
You mean the deal?
Afraid so.
What do you mean? You need better pay, different hours?
No, nothing like that. I'm just, done with this.
Uh-huh. Okay. You wanna
No.
suit
Yeah,
yourself?
sure.
So, you're
Just
done, huh?
Yep.
You do understand what that means, right?
Yeah.
no,
Yeah, I do.
not really.
I don't think you do.
I do.
Okay.
And you still think you can quit?
Yeah, it's a free country.
This isn't that kind of job.
I know. But, all the same, I am done.
Nothing I can do to change your mind.
I mean,
I'm afraid not.
Well, let's go get some coffee. Talk things over. Come on.
so we can't walk out of the job of I assume it's not taking care of pigs. Because it's a bit too ominous
Smells
sounding
delicious
for
as always.
pig maintenance.
Sadie was the real cook.
Hey, don't sell yourself short. Not much that's better than your home-cooked eggs.
Hope you don't mind, I left out the bell peppers this time.
Can't stand them.
Yeah, it's a lot of them talking, and I'm picking responses.
Right.
I don't think there's many.
Right.
I've done no research, like I said, so I don't think there's any ending. Like, there's not like multiple endings. It's just kind of you're experiencing this, and it's
It's
just kind of
like you're experiencing the story.
yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Okay.
Sadie always liked
So it
peppers,
doesn't really
though,
matter
so
too much.
I
Yeah.
put up with them.
But we also
Not
have to be
to
quiet.
change the subject, but how long we been doing this for, you think?
15 years, just about.
Ah.
Yeah.
Summer of 78. Why'd we meet? What was it?
Bill was sick.
And you couldn't afford a doctor,
No, we could not.
so you needed my help.
You or God's.
Well, here's what I remember. I had a problem that night, and Jimmy was trying to help me solve that problem when who should come in through that door but you?
Well, I may have been a little
Okay.
tipsy,
I drove you home that night.
as you're so fond of telling me.
Jimmy knew we could help each other, so he called up Tony. We agreed, made a deal. We all agreed. Ugh. Anyone ever tell you you're no good at making coffee?
I know what you're saying. I'm loving this stuff. I'm just hauling
I
it
mean,
down.
oh yeah, I'm just
Sadie did.
like I'm fucking
All the time.
overboard.
Thought you'd have got it better by now.
Well, Sadie made the coffee. I made the bacon.
It's good bacon. You know, when I was a kid, I thought pigs were all pink with curly tails.
Yorkshires are. Mine are red wattle, American breed. Not a lot of them out there, you know.
That's so.
Mm-hmm. Always thought it'd be nice, to raise pigs that was different. I had some Yorkies way back. Must have been, I don't know, before the service.
Long time ago.
I'm an old man.
You and me both. So why the Waddles? Huh, funny name.
Like I said, American breed. Nearly went extinct. Thought I'd do my part to keep them alive. And that tastes good.
You aren't wrong.
Yeah.
You know, the other day, I was reading the paper.
Look at you,
Made it
an
so hard.
intellectual.
Maybe. Anyways, I read that pigs were as smart as us. You believe that?
I suppose so.
They
How
are,
smart do you reckon?
I guess, somewhat genetically similar.
Smart as you or
Smarter
me.
than a dog, I'd
Really?
say.
That smart?
We ain't that smart.
Do you think the pigs know
Know what?
that they're food?
Oh, pigs don't think like that.
How do you know?
'Cause I know pigs. Pigs ain't like us. Well, sure, they're smart. They eat, they sleep, but they do not plan. They don't think about the future.
And I suppose you do?
Every man does.
I think I'm just about finished up here. What do you say I accompany you today?
What, help out with the farm
Okay.
chores? Shovel manure, milk goats, stuff like that?
Sure. Always wanted to know how to milk goats.
As long as you're okay with shoveling manure first. What about your sidekick?
Protege. When I retire, he'll be the man you'll be dealing with. Good guy. Smart. Discreet. Ambitious.
Like you, I guess. But, listen. I told you already.
Pointing a fork at his
I'm
face.
quitting.
We'll see.
He's like, I told you already. I done said I quit. Y'all can suck my ass.
Okay.
You and your protege, or whatever you said. Alright,
Yeah,
I've always
we
wondered what
were
was in
good.
this shack.
Have you now?
Figured it was just some old shack at first, but every time I asked what was in there, you haven't been forthcoming.
I have not, no.
Tried to take a look in the window once.
Did you now? Ta-da! Beautiful, right?
Pop machines.
The
I
soda.
figured you had a deep, dark secret.
Soda.
We have a deep, dark secret. This here is one of my hobbies.
What, collecting them?
Well, sure, I collect them, I guess, but that's not really the point.
Is there a point to any hobby?
It depends. What I meant was that it's no fun to just collect them. I fix them up. That's where the real fun is.
Makes sense.
I guess.
You got any hobbies yourself?
Me?
Well, who else am I talking to?
I mean, who doesn't have hobbies?
Well, what's yours?
Reading, I guess?
Reading isn't a hobby.
Yeah, of course it's a hobby. What do you think libraries are for?
Everyone reads.
Like
Heck, I read the
public
paper
access.
every day. But reading isn't a part of your personality. It's just a thing people say they do when they don't have any other hobbies.
You really believe that?
Mm-hmm. I knew someone who read every single day. She said she loved the smell of books, the texture of the pages on her fingers. She even bound books. Her hobby wasn't reading, it was books.
You put too much thought into this.
Well, a hobby is something you do because you're passionate about it. If it's something you're not wholly in love with, then you're still trying to figure out what your hobby is.
So, you got a problem with
Agreed.
my passion?
No, you said I guess. No one says I guess when they love something.
Is love a requirement for a hobby?
Absolutely. Love's
Absolutely.
a requirement for many things.
And so you love
I like whoever this guy is.
fixing soda machines.
Mm-hmm. That is correct.
Why?
It relaxes me.
Brings some joy.
I don't know. Soda machines. It's an unusual thing for a man to want to fix. Don't people get paid to fix them?
It is unusual, but when the missus and I would get into fights or when things was bad or I was anxious, well, I don't know. Well, Sadie's sister, when she passed, told me that it was all right to cry, that it wasn't weakness, that it was okay. And I remember sitting there in that empty living room with everyone murmuring and telling me how sorry they were, and I didn't feel like I needed to cry.
Didn't you miss her?
Of course I did. Still do, but I don't know. Not everybody needs to cry. I don't need to cry. I don't get in that way, you know? Weakness? No. I don't know what she was talking about, weakness. Crying never felt weak to me. That's just not how I am.
I can't remember the last time I cried. Maybe that movie about the boy and his dogs.
Oh, always cry for
Shiloh?
that one.
Oh, Yeller?
Dogs are good. Innocent.
Depends.
Yeah, when a dog dies, that always moves me to tears.
Yeah.
But Josie insisted.
It's
Then she kept insisting. Then, I don't know. I think she got offended I wouldn't cry, as if she loved Sadie more than me. And she made me feel like I was something wrong. Of course, that wasn't true. There wasn't nothing wrong with me. I just didn't. I wasn't like that. It wasn't what I needed. It wasn't how I needed to grieve. This is how I grieve. This right here. When I got a problem, I fix it. And when I fix it, I fix a little part of me. And I don't know how or why, but it's healing. It's a healing thing, and that's why a man's got to have a hobby.
Sorry, guy.
No, it's all right. I figured, I figured if someone's got to know, this is my quiet little hobby. The thing I do to help me work out my worries.
Well, yeah, looks like you fixed this one up real nice.
I'm proud of it. Proud of all of them. But I'm proud of this one most.
Thank you for taking the time to show me.
There's another reason I wanted to show this to you.
What's that?
If you want it, it's yours.
What am I going to do with a pop machine?
Well, grab yourself a nice, refreshing drink of soda every so often, you big dummy.
Wait, I couldn't possibly.
Yeah. Please. A little memento of our time together.
Oh, come on, Memento. Let's keep this train rolling. We can work something out.
It does. This trash cans, I was like, oh, it's good on you for like actually putting the cans in the trash. But like, it's literally rejecting them.
I won't be offended.
I'll think it over. Listen.
Could you help me? I get stuck behind stuff sometimes, and my knees are just a little bit more buckled than they used to be.
Let's hope it doesn't restart the same we were just in.
Oh my god, that'd be awful.
Oh, thank you. Oh, nice. Okay. I'm gonna move along.
Oh, alright.
Right here.
That's all.
Can you see?
Why horseshoes?
What do you mean?
It just seems, I don't know, quaint.
Well, look around you. My nearest neighbor lives, half a mile down the road. It ain't the city. We don't have nightclubs and pool halls to go hang out at.
Pool halls? What is this, 1890?
Right.
This is 1992, friend. We got shopping malls for teenagers, restaurants, clubs, whatever. But pool halls? I don't even know if they had those when I was a kid.
Uh-huh. Well, time doesn't pass out here as quickly, I suppose. No need for all that, stimulation.
Ah, so you play horseshoes.
Mm-hmm. Or read a good book? Develop photos you took for yourself? Go fly fishing?
It sounds idyllic. Quaint, but idyllic. And you just want to give up this home-cooked paradise?
Wait, what? Oh, I didn't even realize that. It won't let me save the other
That's
option.
lonely, too.
We could get you a nice place in the city.
Never was one for crowds.
Thought you said you were lonely.
I'd be just as lonely in a crowd. Sadie, nobody else could really see me, understand what I was.
How do you figure? What?
After Saigon, when I got back, all these people were hugging their loved ones or protesting or whatever, and I don't know. I never felt more alone in all my life. I was home. I should have been happy, and I wasn't.
Well, it wasn't a popular war. You lost friends too, right?
Yeah, but got home, it was dark, and there was Sadie, waiting for me. Porch light like a halo around her head. And I knew I wasn't alone anymore.
So you came back to your high school sweetheart.
I thought he'd have married her by then. I didn't think she'd wait for me.
Why not? You're a handsome guy. I bet all sorts wanted you, especially back then. Women love a man in uniform.
You see that house on the hill?
He's about to beat your ass,
burned out
by the
one?
way.
I always wondered what happened there.
Gary Gordon, of the Gordon family. Went to high school with
That
us,
house over there.
but,
It's a little bit hard to see,
well,
but
most of us were farm folk. Sadie, her dad, was the county judge, so for us that's pretty high society. The Gordons owned a lot of land, and all that passed to Gary after his ma died. In high school, he'd been our quarterback after his pa paid off the school, but he wasn't a bad athlete.
Good-looking guy?
Oh, a real James Dean. And he had eyes for Sadie. The poor farm boy who couldn't play on the team versus the star quarterback. Shit, what kind of contest was that?
Hey, who wouldn't want all this?
Man, yet when I came home, there she was.
Where was Gary? He served too?
Gary was too rich to serve. Star quarterback had some
Right.
health exemption. Didn't get drafted.
So then, where was he?
Running his dad's business. Trying to win her heart. Didn't work. Well, she invited him to the wedding. I didn't want him there, but, well, you know Sadie. Well, the Gordons own most of the property around here, including the 200 acres surrounding that hill.
Right.
And he built a house.
A house? Wait, that house?
The very same.
Looks like it was a mansion.
It was.
Why'd he build it?
I don't know. To remind her what she'd given up, maybe?
So, what happened to the wealthy Gary Gordon in his mansion?
Well, he built it one year. Must have been 1966 or so, and he went inside and he just disappeared. Then one night, about a year later, there was a storm and boom, no more Gary Gordon.
No more Gary Gordon.
Maybe he was lonely too.
Maybe. All right, you win. What next?
I'm surprised he lost. He was about to whip your ass if he got that any closer.
I literally had 3 off the board, so honestly, the fact he lost is
I
kind
know.
of ridiculous.
It's kind of sad. Yeah.
Aren't you on a
It's
tractor?
kind of pathetic. Also, I love the story.
What's that got to do with anything?
Well, pigs, I get. Goats, too. Some fellas have chickens and cows, and that's all well and good, but what's the point of a horse?
Horses are God's most beautiful creatures.
What, you just keep a horse around because they're beautiful?
Horses belong on farms.
You know, you haven't got a saddle for him, so you don't ride him. He's no racehorse. Can't eat him. What's the point?
I don't see the point in a farm without a
shoving
horse.
apples down
Gotta
this
have a
fucking horse's throat. Just like it's like eating some, and then you
What's
just like
this about
dump
them
5
being
more in
beautiful?
its mouth,
Beautiful.
and it's
No.
just like
Beautiful,
grinding
it
on the
says.
ground or some
Yeah.
Simply
shit.
legs and
Just
bloated
like
bellies and those
chewing
weird
apples.
teeth.
My
Sleep standing up.
God.
Who sleeps standing up? Something wrong with that. Aren't you going to say something?
Horses are actually terrifying. They do have a hell of a bite force.
One day,
I need to stop
maybe this
laughing.
fella will understand. There you
It's
go.
fucking dumb.
There
love it.
you go.
To me, I mean.
I keep apples here 'cause he likes them. Likes the salt lick, too. Want to feed him one?
Nah, I'm good.
Suit yourself. All right, here you go, boy. No, I gotta get going. Why don't you walk on out to pasture, rest a spell?
Horses give me the willies.
Can't see why.
Alright. Moving in. Yeah, I played this for like I think like a half hour yesterday, and I got pretty far. And I'm like, okay, yeah, this will be fine. Although the last task in this area is interesting. The shovel.
What's the wheelbarrow for?
Hauling.
Hauling what?
Shit.
Ah, and what are we supposed to do with this crap?
We're going to fertilize. Well, not now, it's October, but we're going to put it in a nice big pile where it belongs.
We?
Well, you did say you wanted to help.
Yeah,
The hell?
guess I did.
So help. Pick up that shovel over there. We'll shovel it in, wheel it out, dump it, and we're good.
And you do this every day?
Mm-hmm. Most every day.
And you want to keep doing this every day?
It's my routine.
Shoveling shit?
Someone's got to do it.
That isn't the first time you've told me that.
Oh, yeah?
Vietnam.
Yeah.
You know, I did some digging on you. Personally, not the shit kind. Know what I found?
I reckon you'll tell me.
You went back. What happened that day in the valley?
You saw the report. I'm not going to talk about it.
Come on.
No.
Suit yourself. But you got a medal. You didn't have to go back. Had a wife and kid here. In a time where most of us were trying to figure out how to stay home. You went back.
You going somewhere with this?
Think it'd be fun if you told me why? While we're shoveling shit?
I was recon. You know that, I reckon. Was in the hospital, staring at the ceiling. Magazines next to me on the bed. And I had this, moment. A moment of clarity.
A revelation.
Uh-huh. And the revelation was this. Them protesters weren't doing a damn thing. The hippies and the bands weren't changing anything. You know who was?
The Vietnamese? The Russians?
No. The news. You hit someone hard enough day in, day out with the realities of war, pretty soon they'll tire of it. Vietnam, that was our first time that close to war. So, I figured... You ain't the only one of us who's killed people.
Why do you think I offered you that job back in '74?
Turned it down for the same reason I went back. They were telling us our patriotic duty was to go and fight for our country. Well, that's what I did.
You weren't recon
That's
when
a
you went
bit,
back,
man.
though.
Went back with a camera. Talked them into letting me help with the press, keeping them safe and all that. So I did. And I took pictures. Took all the pictures I could. I fought in a different way.
Did you win?
We pulled out of Nam, didn't we?
Mm-hmm. And now you're here. Great big war hero.
That's a true hero.
Shoveling shit.
Good on him. Media,
Shoveling shit.
ultimate weapon for good and evil. Here we are. I like this. I'm honestly glad you chose this game.
I just
Did
found
you
it
like know I was
on
gonna
the
get
Gold
into
Pass.
this?
I just found it on the Gold Pass and installed it, and I'm like, this looks interesting. And I just played it yesterday. I'm like,
That's
damn, this is
kinda
a chill
Like,
story.
kind of lovely. Oh yeah.
You know, back home they call you the pig farmer.
That description is apt.
And yet, you also have goats.
I do also have goats. And a horse. And I had a dog. Tried cows once. Bill raised a newt or something, but, well, it died.
Well, most people have, I don't know, chickens and cows. You got goats.
Is that, judgment I hear?
No judgment, no. Just wondering, why goats?
Goat milk.
There can't be much profit in that.
Well, there's enough. Besides, I had you.
Have. You still have.
As I've said, I'm no longer interested in that particular revenue stream.
We're the ones who sever ties. And you don't want us severing ties.
I believe I made myself clear.
You know, I feel like we've had this conversation a couple of times now, and you still don't seem to get that I'm done with this line is just going to look really silly at the end of the day.
You were asking me about goats.
Yeah, goats.
I like them. They like to play. They'll eat just about anything. The milk's an acquired taste, but I've always liked the cheese. Meat's good with the right curry. A friend taught me that a while back.
So, you like them for the utility?
I like them because they're playful. Want to get started?
Started?
Milking.
Oh, hey, really? I've always wanted to try that.
Well, here's your chance.
Here's your chance.
My goats are smart. They know what's
There
up,
you go.
so they'll just walk up. Here they are. Come on. Now they'll just take their positions here like they should. Got feed all ready for them. Just you take a seat there.
Not very comfortable.
Suppose not. Well, now that we're seated, all you gotta do is grab the teat with your thumb and forefinger.
And pull?
No, don't pull. Just sort of rhythmically squeeze with the rest of your fingers. Gently pushing the milk out.
Like this?
Just like that, yes. All you gotta do is do that till the goat's out of milk.
Huh. This is kind of nice.
I found it relaxing.
Well, I think I could get used to this.
Why don't you?
Say what?
Why not get used to this?
What, and come work with you?
Sure.
Yeah, some folks might take issue with that.
Well, can't make everybody happy. Better than ending up shop.
Hey!
Oh, gun down. Life over just like that.
I usually get to shoot back.
Well, we all wind up dead in the end, don't we?
I'd rather live as long as possible.
What good is that?
Living?
What good is living if you ain't happy?
Who says I'm not happy?
I'm not.
You could be.
I don't think I could. Well,
Hello? Am I still here?
Yeah.
that does it for the
still here.
goats.
Still, thinking about what I've been saying?
I haven't stopped.
Changed your mind?
No. No, I have
No.
not.
Of course not. Why would he?
So I am gonna pause there because we're gonna go into another scene, and we only have 2
Okay.
minutes. We don't have enough time for it. So yeah, this is next time I'm gonna have a better quality because I purposely made this one normal because I'm holding all the recordings, and so I was worried I was gonna run out of space. But honestly, this does not look good. Like the pixels are kind of noticeable to an annoying degree.
Yeah.
So I'm going to better the quality next time so it doesn't look as bad.
That's
Because
god-awful.
it did kind of irritate me after I noticed it. I was like, it's not gonna be a big deal, and then I'm just like, oh god, I can see the pixels. No. Yeah, I think one of the things that works with this, right, is that it's so we've been playing games that are so bombastic and so ridiculous, and then this is just so real. Like I can totally imagine this
Right.
scenario going on, right? Like someone wants to get out of their line of work.
These
You know what?
characters,
Like
these characters
they're so
do feel
implying
like
so much that you
realistic.
can figure out so much without them directly saying. Like they've never said what
They're
they're actually
actually
doing.
exact.
For all you know, they're just
Right,
having a
they're
really weird
just
business, you know. But in reality,
right.
everything's been
Hell, they
implying
could
it's like
have
the
some
mob or something,
fucking
you know.
crime business.
It's
Honestly,
the
it could
family.
be any number of things.
Yeah.
And then it's just they're leaving things open, yet also keeping things interesting.
Yeah.
So far, I'm really enjoying this game. A lot of cool history already being like snuck in, like
yeah.
back
I
in
thought the line
'78
about
or whatever.
what time do you think it is when he said the pool hall thing? I was like, ooh, I was like, that's kind of funny actually. It's like it's a coy way of being like, what do you think what time it is? And then you say what the year is. It's like, okay, that's kind of cool, you know. It's not like forceful, but it's also kind of funny.
Right.
All right.
Anyways,
But yeah,
just say you're
this
out
will
now.
be my series. I don't know how long it will go. For all I know, this will only last 3 episodes, which I would be
Right.
surprised. But you know, I've got really no research, so that's what you get for doing nothing.
Right.
Oh, I'm an
Good enough.
idiot. Oh no.
Always. Like,
So
what's up?
so just realize I don't have a way to put up the end card. So I'm gonna have to do that in
Oh,
post.
lovely.
I'm gonna have to do that in post.
Okay.
I guess I'll be doing the end card without him because I mean, there's no really helping it. I've gotta. Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
Well,
Well,
I
see you
didn't think
next
about
time.
that. God damn, it's fine. It's fine. It's not that bad.
It's fine. It's fine.
We'll see. Well,
Right.
I'll say it in the outro.
And that's where I. Oh, wait.
Forgot that was the last key I pressed. So yeah, if you enjoyed the video, do this stuff on the screen. If you have any questions, send in the comments below, or to our Discord server. There's links in the description and our about section, as well as our other medias. As they're associated in those same places. On the left is a recommendation from YouTube, and on the right is a series, adios. And I'll see you next time, fellow Shades.